Hey guys, I want to thank everyone for coming on tonight for Women Supporting Women Wednesday. This is my third week doing it on YouTube. So thank you so much for coming. If you have any friends that's on YouTube, make sure you invite them to the link on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And tonight we have a very special guest. Her name is Rhonda Marie. And she is my boo. She keeps me grounded. She's a producer, an actress, a philanthropist. She does it all. She wears all the hats. So I'm gonna bring her on.
Hey,
How you doing, pretty girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Look at the hair. Yes.
You're so crazy.
Thank you so much for coming on with me tonight. Trying to make
Yeah,
sure
no
everybody's
problem.
right.
This is great. So I'm gonna make
Yes.
sure I get everything together real quick.
Look, you always together.
Oh Lord, I don't know. You see Michael?
Period. We know you love him.
You see Michael? Yes. Oh, I see
I
Jimmy.
love it.
So
How
cool.
are
This is
you?
my first time on this platform.
You look good.
Oh, well, thank you. I try, honey.
You look good. You know what I'm saying? Look, we doing a little something, something.
You're right, right,
Yes.
right.
So
So
look, we matching. Look.
yes, I made sure I wore my shirt and pink lip gloss. Yes, I gotta support. That's what it's
Yes.
all about.
You always have supported me. You from 10, 15 years ago. Listen, since I've known you, you've
Yeah.
always supported my book bag drives and everything. But tell the people all the amazing things you are doing.
Whew.
Because I want to highlight you tonight.
Ugh.
Yes.
Okay.
She wear many hats, y'all.
Where do you want me to start?
Hey, start wherever you want to. Tell people whatever you want to tell them.
Okay. Well, I'm Rhonda Marie Alston. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I love to say that I'm from Raleigh. Represent North Carolina. We have some amazing people from where we are from.
Yes.
So um, I currently live in Georgia. I used to live in LA for about 12, 13 years, and then I decided to move to Georgia. I am in the entertainment industry, in front and behind the camera. So I have dabbed and been in a couple of TV shows and commercials and all that good
Period.
stuff. Period. Yeah. But I have ventured into my own business, working with athletes, and so the name of that company is called Goldie Belle LLC. And so what I do with Goldie Belle is I work with current and former athletes who are interested in transitioning into the TV and film world, hosting, modeling, producing. So I guide them and get them
Yes.
ready for that. And I currently represent NBA, NFL, WNBA players, and WWE and CFL, former CFL players. So that's pretty fun. I think my company is very unique. And one of the highlights and things, part of my management company is I like to choose athletes who are into philanthropy.
Yes.
Um, some have their own foundation and some do not. But if they're willing to get out in the community and talk to the youth and tell them about their stories and tell them what they've been through and
Right.
let them know that they are just like them,
Yes.
those are the athletes that I love to work with. So I'm not really into your name and all your accomplishments as a athlete. I'm more into your heart and what
Right.
you like to do in the community. So that's my biggest thing. So that's Goldie Belle. And then I have my film company, which is Forever Golden Films. So with that, um, so with Forever Golden Films, I produce documentaries, a lot of
Yes.
sports related projects, of course. And I've done a short film or two. And so I'm really excited about those projects. And so that's Forever Golden Films.
Yes.
And the last thing that I have, really is the Goldie Legacy. So the Goldie Legacy and is my baby. I'm so excited. We just got our 501c3 paperwork in.
Woo, woo. Yes.
About
I
that.
love it.
So yeah, I have a partner. Her name is Elizabeth Lloyd, and she works with the Houston Rockets, and she's a sales exec over there. And she is a phenomenal young lady. and she is a go-getter. So my foundation is going to be based out of Houston, Texas, and we are currently trying to help the families and people who are in need down there who have suffered so much loss recently.
Right.
So that's what we're doing with our foundation. I'm so excited about it, and I can tell
That's
you about that
awesome.
more in a couple of weeks. But
Love it.
yeah,
Love it. I
but
love it.
I'm trying to stay as busy as possible.
Yeah, you are. Look, clearly, look, all these hats you wearing. I love it. You always been busy though. You always have just been all over the place. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I like to stay busy. That's how I was raised, like
Right.
just um being a go-getter and somebody that doesn't like have to wait for someone to give them the opportunity. You just go out and make it happen your own,
Right. Right.
and I just love that, always representing Raleigh.
Exactly. And you did a walk recently. Tell us about the walk you did.
Which one?
I know. Look, the one that you well, I'm like, look, I know I was a part of. Look, I came for one, but I know you
Okay.
did a multiple. But I know one was specifically for your mom, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So usually like twice a year, my mother and I would do a walk for breast cancer awareness. And so the last one that we did do was in Raleigh, October 2019, technically, right? Yeah, because we
Wow.
didn't do
Yes.
anything this past
COVID.
October. We
Right.
didn't. I was supposed to do it in New Orleans with Kristen Scott, and she's on
Wow.
Basketball Wives, but we had to, we just couldn't do it because of COVID. So the
Right.
last actual walk that I did do was the one in Raleigh, North Carolina, for breast cancer awareness. So we raised money. My mother was there, family
Mhm.
members. It was a great time, and I really appreciate you coming out to support us too. That was
That
wonderful.
was so awesome. I was happy to be there and
Yeah,
look bring the kids and let them see it too. They need to see, what phenomenal women are doing, and you are
yeah.
always doing something, giving back. You gave back stuff, and you've done a lot of stuff in Atlanta, a
Yes.
lot of philanthropy in Atlanta. So
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
are you still doing the stuff? I know with COVID it's been challenging, but you done a lot of stuff with the homeless.
Yes, it's been very challenging since COVID. So I was not able to actually do too much lately,
Mhm.
but I do have my sock program. So I didn't even
Right.
mention that the sock it don't stop it, and I have that through the
See?
and so with that, I collect socks, brand new socks. So I'll go out and buy socks, and I'll like go to dollar store, or I'll go to a store and get like the individually wrapped sanitary or
Right.
napkin for women, and then I'll get like the antibacterial wipes, and
Right.
I'll put them inside of like a plastic bag with socks, white or black. They always be like, "No, I want white or I want black." Look, you're gonna get what you're
Right.
gonna get today.
Right.
And so I'll pass that out, and so they'll get that along with getting the food that they have. And I'm
Right.
just fascinated with socks, so I started my own little my own little
Look, they say,
program.
she gonna have a sock line.
Right? Hey, I'm ready, but it's called
Rhonda
Sock
Marie.
It Don't Stop
Look,
It.
going up the leg. Rhonda Marie.
Yes, yes, Sock It Don't Stop It. And it's all
Love it.
about encouraging people to do something in the community. Socks are so easy.
It's
They're
true.
inexpensive. So, it's easy to just go out and get socks. Everybody
Right.
needs socks.
Right.
365 days out of the year, we need socks.
Exactly.
Hot or cold, we need socks. And
Exactly.
socks are still the number one item that is least donated to the homeless, the
Wow.
people that are in need. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's
Wow.
why I started doing it. But that I
Wow.
have slacked on that a little bit because of COVID and
Right.
all that. So I feel pretty bad about that. But I have,
No, I mean, look, COVID has made it challenging for all of us.
yeah, I mean, I have had a chance to like go out and just like take a bag and then just drop it off, and then have it there for my regular people who I know will come and get it, and then they'll
Right.
take it out to the people who are in need. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. So,
yeah.
what do you do for self care? Because you do a lot for other people. What are you doing for yourself?
Woo! I need to figure out how to do more things to self care. I would like to get into meditation. I would love
Mm,
to find a quiet time in the day for me.
yeah.
I used to have this thing when I lived in LA. I would go to Fryman Canyon, or I'll go out to Runyon Canyon. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I would go out there and go walking and just hike, go by
Right.
myself, and just think, and
Right.
have a big old stick for the snakes and the dogs. But I would go out there, Fryman and Runyon Canyon. But I don't really have that luxury out here in Georgia to do that. Just the sites are not the same.
Yeah.
But
Stone Mountain.
I'm sorry.
You got Stone Mountain.
Yeah, but I'm not driving all the way out to where I live. It's not happening.
Stone Mountain, Runyon Canyon.
I know.
No compare.
Not quite the same for me. I live way. I'm like an hour and 20 minutes away, so no, I'm not going out there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But self care. You need to get on me about that. I gotta come up.
I got you.
Because, for instance, this morning I woke up at 4 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. So I got up at 4. I just went on ahead and stayed up and just started working on things and prepping and for the day. And I did not take a nap all day. Just been going, up to the minute before it was time for me to get on this call.
Oh man, Rhonda, you got to do some self care.
Yeah, I definitely need to work on that. Work on that for sure.
Yeah, because
maybe you give me some tips and tell me some things that I need to do. To do better about that self-care.
Yes, for me, I'll do all kinds of stuff, but I would say for me, music is like my happy place. I could have the worst day in the world, but I can just get in a vibe and just, go in the living room, turn my music on. My kids hate it. They be like, "Can you please turn the music down?" And the music is blasting, okay? And I'm just like dancing around the kitchen. And look, I don't dance, but that's my happy place. Like at home, I can let my hair down and I can just really get into a good space. And just trying to, really take time for myself, whether it's getting my nails done, getting my feet done, something to pour back into me. I do a lot of I would say listening to TD Jakes and listening to Sarah Jakes. Pastor Manny from my church, WOCC, he's really good. I just try to listen to something that's positive, especially on my ride to work. I got almost a 2-hour drive to work when I go to the office some days. So yes. So when I do that, I'll turn on, something positive that's going to feed me, so that's some of the things I do for self-care. But I definitely, before pre-COVID, concerts, comedy shows. I'm not big on clubs and stuff like that, but I love me a good concert. I love me a good, some definitely, like I said, definitely music. Right. But I love going to comedy shows and just doing something that is just going to pour into me and make me laugh or going to make me smile. I want to be around nothing negative. So that's why I tend to not really, like I said, be in clubs and that type of thing. So my self-care is definitely music, events that's positive. You got me together for the red carpet the other day, stuff like that. That is my happy place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Now, I would love for you to, I know okay, you're talking to me, but.
All right, go ahead. Look, we're on live. Look, it's informal.
Look, okay, so you had your first red carpet experience, okay? And one of the things I loved about it, because I was stalking you a little bit as much as possible. How smart was it that you went to the event, and I didn't tell you to do this, but you went and you had your book available so that you could show the other celebrities and the people that were there about your book, let them touch it, let them feel it, let them see that you on the cover of it, let them know that you are the actual author, and you had them take photos with it. I mean, that was some serious marketing. Now, I didn't know that you knew how to do all that extra marketing, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, now that's how you do it. You go to the movie, have your product there.
Okay.
They will know your name, right?
Yes. It was so funny because she wrote my name, and when she wrote my name, they were all just looking, and when I stepped on the carpet, they were just like, "Who is that?" And then everybody kind of turned around and just started clicking. And I was like,
right. Right. Yeah, that is
look, awesome. I know I was supposed to say this. Like, nigga, we made it.
But you know what? That was a great way for you to step into that world of how it can be, in the industry. It was great, and I saw that Donnell Jones was there. Did you see that?
Okay. Yes. I didn't get to see him. It was so many people there. I was walking past people and didn't even realize that I got back to the hotel room. I was like, damn, I didn't see this person. I was just like, man, I should have stayed out.
Yeah.
In the walking area more, by the red carpet more, so I could have seen everybody. but it was just so much going on. You kind of wanted to go get a seat. You know, I was just like, oh man. And then I should have went back out there.
So what time did you get there?
I got there at 7.
Okay.
And it did not start on time. So I got there at 7. I probably could have got there at 7:30.
Well, yeah, I told you, I said, because you were like, yeah, it's at 6. I was like, no, do not get there at
right.
6.
I'm so glad you told me that.
Do not get there at 6. I know you want to experience the whole thing, but trust me, you are a professional. You got it like you've been doing this the whole time.
Exactly.
You are made to be on that red carpet, and in that event, you are a celebrity as well. And celebrities, we do not get there on time.
Right.
They're late.
Right.
They're right when we need to get there. If you get there too early, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's green. Like she don't work." No. You need to make sure that you get there exactly how you did it. Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm so glad you told me that, because I was like, every week I've been looking back like, okay, what I need to do, what I need to do, and I just been like, just the momentum was just building up prior to the day of, and I just was like, okay, I got everything together. Yes, okay. And that's how it's been. It's just been like everything is new for me. All of this stuff is new. I'm really private. So doing all of this stuff has just been like, I've been having to step out of myself, like, Ruth, you gotta stop. You can't like not do this. You have to do it.
Yes, yeah. I got to the point in your book when you were talking about the wedding and the musician not wanting to put the heart, or didn't want to put it in the set, girl, and you were talking about how calm you were and everything in there, and I was like, I did not know that happened. Like, I was like, oh my God.
I wanted to lose it. But you know what? I wish I had my damn money back.
Yeah.
I want all my coins back from the wedding, okay?
Yeah.
And I want to give everybody back their money that bought gifts.
Oh, I mean, you know what? I can't say that I don't blame you. I understand. You like laughing. I get it. I mean, I'm in there, but I totally get it.
Look, serious, not serious.
I have to say, at that point, I was like, my blood was blown. I mean, I was like, oh my God, my blood was just like, ugh.
I'm telling you, people do not care, okay? They don't care. So everybody don't have the same integrity as you have. And sometimes I have to remind myself that just because I am a God-fearing woman, just because I'm honest, just because I'm being truthful, don't mean that everybody else is. And sadly, you have people that take advantage of stuff like that. Like, this is supposed to be the most important day of my life, and you don't even care, and you're going to tell me you're going to send somebody else that I didn't even pay for.
Right. Yeah.
So I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was pretty pissed. Wow. But luckily, I was able to dispute the charges, and I was able to get my money back. And the bank even agreed, like, yeah, that's not right. It's not what she paid for. You deserve to give her money back.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, I went through hell and high water to get it back, like months later, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, did you have an interview today, or what else do you have going on today?
Yes, Lord Jesus. So I had a interview with George. Meet me for coffee at 8:15 today.
Mm-hmm.
That will be airing soon. I have a Fox interview the end of the month. The 20, I think it's a Thursday. I think it's the 25th. Mm-hmm. And then I just got picked up for CBS.
Oh.
No, ABC. I'm sorry. ABC.
Okay.
ABC for next week. Let me make sure I'm telling you the right thing. ABC for next week. It's a show. Yep, ABC. Local-ish. I don't know if you heard of it.
It's what?
Local-ish. Like the show Blackish.
Oh yeah.
So it's like local-ish.
Oh.
On ABC. So that's for Tuesday.
What area?
So and then I'm doing some pop-up shops. I'm at some pop-up shops, some pop-up tour, another pop-up tour. I'll be in Charlotte on the 11th of April at BW Suites. Shout out to Philip, one of my frats or whatever. He has a spot in Charlotte, so I would be there. And see, I'm so used to saying we with my companies that now I'm having to say me.
Right.
So even the language is different for me. Like for 16, 17 years, I've been an entrepreneur, used to saying, we, and talking about my staff and hiding in the background. Now I'm having to pretty much come to the front. And I tell my employees all the time, like, don't tell people that I'm the owner. They don't got to know that I'm the owner. And now I'm like having to step in that, like, yes, you are the owner. You are Ruth. You are the survivor. And that's challenging at times because I'm one to hide.
Well, I truly understand that because for the longest time, I never really vocalized exactly what I would do for athletes
Right.
and why, was more
That's true.
because I just didn't really want anyone in my business. And
Right.
I
That's
didn't
me.
think it really mattered.
Right.
And it turns into what can you do for me versus, me just doing what I love to do
Right.
and, helping them because it's a lot of work. I mean, because
Right.
they'll say, okay, well, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, well, we can make it happen.
Right.
But here's what you have to do. This is what I need you to do. You got to have it in by a certain time. And if you don't,
Right.
and you keep doing that same thing over and over, then that tells me that you're not really into it. So
Right.
then I have to reevaluate the situation. So I put a lot of work and a lot of heart into it. And it's like a respect thing,
Right.
So it's like, you just want people to respect your time and your energy for what
Exactly.
you do.
Exactly. Time is money. And you have definitely been very influential in my life. You definitely have kept me on track. I tell you, I made a phone call to you a couple months ago and I was just like, Rhonda?
Yeah, you did.
And here we are.
Yeah, and here we are. I really didn't know if you were gonna listen to me or not. I was like, all right.
I was listening all ears. Okay, I was listening. Look, I was like, what you say, do? Okay, I'm in.
Well, I appreciate you calling me because if I can help, I will help. I really don't know a lot, and I definitely don't know everything.
Yes, you
I don't
do.
want to
You know more than
pretend.
you think you know.
But yeah, well, I don't like to make it seem like you got to do this or it's not gonna work.
Right.
That's not what
You be
I.
so sweet and tactful with it. You be thinking you be mean, and I be like, That's not mean at all. Like I could be a bitch, and you don't come off like that at all. And you be like, I hope I'm not being like mean or nothing. And I'm like, Rhonda, no, you're not mean at all.
Okay, all right. Well, I be thinking I'm stern and rough and
No,
tough.
I be like, Rhonda is so sweet. Like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. But I can get real silent too, though. Like I can
Right.
go into a shell, and I've realized that I'm an introvert, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize it until COVID. COVID has taught me that I am an introvert. I love being at home. I normally
That's
travel
me.
so much,
Mm-mm.
and I don't. I'm normally at home like maybe 6 months out of the year.
Right.
And so this is the first time that I've actually been home and just settled in my own home
Right.
with all of my things, not spread
Right.
out, like not in one apartment and then in one
Right.
someplace else,
Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I did have to leave and go work on the show for like 7 weeks, but
Right.
that was it,
Yeah.
crazy. I have never really done this before.
Hey, look, it's a change for everybody, but you know what? Some of it has been positive. Being at home. I'm like you. I'm an introvert. I'm an extrovert when I'm around people, and I trust you or I feel comfortable with you. But I could literally be in a room full of people and still be like an introvert and be in the back. So I have to just. This book is making me get out my shell and really show myself who I am when I'm with my friends and not just who I am when I'm with other people. Because typically I'll be on my phone or I'll be distracted, so I don't have to have a conversation. Or they say you have the resting bitch face. I definitely have that at times. I'm not approachable sometimes, so I have to learn to just step in this. And this is your moment. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you wrote this book for. So I thank you for encouraging me and definitely keeping me on track and remembering that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm here for a reason. Because I have my moments where I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. It's a North Carolina thing for me.
Yeah.
It's not easy coming from the South and coming from a smaller market.
It's
and
true.
A lot of people where we're from don't want to help each other.
It's true.
And they don't support each other.
Right.
And it's sad, but it's very true.
Yep.
And so I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be where someone said, well, I reached out to her and she didn't want to help me. If I can't help you, I'm going to tell you straight up. I can't make anything. I can't make something happen. I feel bad when people reach out to me and they want me to manage their kid or work with their kid. And I'm like, I don't work with kids. It's not my thing.
Right.
you know, I'm still a working actor myself that happens to manage athletes because
Right. Right.
it's not a conflict of interest. You know, I
Right.
don't play a sport, but
Right.
I'm good at what I do with helping launch those careers and do that. And so that's my lane, you know,
Right.
and that's where I like to stay. And then along the way, I have taught and learned from other successful, you know, people, excuse me, around
Hmm.
me who have said, okay, this is what you also can do to further
Right.
your career.
Right.
Oh,
And
so
you have done amazing. So whoever has been, your who have been influential in your life have definitely done a great job. I know your mom is amazing. I met her plenty of times and she's just so sweet. So I see where you get it from. And it's nothing like the South.
right, it's nothing like it
Southern hospitality,
at all. At all. And I hope I can one day come back home and have an event or
Yes, you
something
will. It ain't hope. You
to
will.
you know, use my skills and things I have learned to help
Yes.
other people for real. You
Yes.
know, I think it's needed there.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
so many talented people there in Raleigh, North Carolina, and in North
Yes.
Carolina in general. There's so many
Right.
talented people that just want a chance and just don't know how to do it.
It's
So
true.
hopefully I can make that happen for them.
It's true. It's true.
Mhm.
I think it's definitely needed. I mean, even doing like workshops and just different stuff. It's so many different things you could do. I
Yeah.
think it's needed here. We got the baby out of North Carolina, Charlotte.
Hmm.
You got a couple different rappers that's coming out of the area. So they put in North Carolina on a map. But what
Hmm.
people don't realize is that we've been on the map. We've been doing stuff.
Right.
So I think you doing something like that would be amazing because it just shows that we are multifaceted. Like we can do
Yeah.
multiple things. And just because y'all think we ride on horses all day.
Right. Well, I wouldn't
Because
mind.
I've heard that for people so many different places. Like, what y'all doing, riding on horses? I'm like, no.
Yeah,
What does that
Raleigh.
mean? Like,
In
huh?
reference to Raleigh?
Like, or of course now we got with RTP, you don't hear it as much. But
Mhm.
like one of my uncles, he'd be like, "Girl, what you riding on bulls?" I'd be like, "We are not that country." Like, I think you're referring to Texas. I think they ride on bulls
Right.
and
Mm.
horses, but not. And we, North Carolina, we don't really
No.
like run
Yeah.
around the grass barefooted and in gravel.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there are some things that we do, but the whole horse thing and made it, no, I don't.
Right.
Here.
I'm like, you see some people on horses every once in a while, but it's not like it's that common.
Right. Yeah, that's a little weird. I don't know about that.
Right. She was like, no, I'm offended.
Right. I'm slightly offended, you know. Just offended.
I
Wow.
love it. I thank you so much for coming up here today. You are amazing. Keep doing your thing. You are definitely, breaking barriers and changing things. I appreciate you for helping me and always being a voice of reason for me. And I just wanted to showcase you tonight and make sure that the world can see how amazing you are in front of the screen and behind the screen. So I had
Amen.
to get you up here. I thank you so much for coming up here. Tell
Yeah.
people where they can follow you and they can support you.
Okay, so I'm on Instagram and it's really easy. Hey Rhonda Marie. So that's like at hey HEY Rhonda Marie. Yes, that's me. And it's the same for Facebook and for Twitter. And for Goldie Belle, it's Goldie like GOLDIE BELLELLC. Goldie Belle LLC. Forever Golden Films
Yes.
and the Goldie Legacy.
I love it.
All that gold,
Yes.
all
Go,
that gold
baby.
standard
Go.
in life, that gold standard in life. And you know, I just gotta make sure I plug this really quick.
Yes.
So, my great grandmother, my maternal great grandmother, name was Goldie,
Wow.
and my great grandmother on my paternal side, her middle, or I should say, her married. Well, it was like her middle name, I guess, was Belle.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's how I came up with the Goldie Belle to put it
I
together.
love
And
it.
I added the E to kind of balance it off a little bit, you know, so
Right.
you know, for like logo purposes and everything. And
That
so,
legacy.
yeah, Goldie Belle. And
Yes.
so I was working with Dwight Howard and his foundation, and I was able to get connected with Elizabeth with the Houston Rockets at that time. And so her whole thing was Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Like that was her nickname. And it was
Wow. That's
like,
crazy.
wow. And then we were working with an organization um, in Houston, and lady that was working with us, you know, like the one that we chose to give back in the community, she had a daughter named Goldie. And I was like,
yeah, you knew you was on the right track.
You know, and come to find out, Elizabeth had a company or had as a name that she was working on called Goldie Enterprises.
Wow.
I think we're on to something.
Right.
So it was a couple of years later where, you know, we decided to partner together and do the Goldie Legacy because we wanted to make sure we have the legacy and put it together so that, you know, I don't have biological children, but I wanted to make sure that I could leave a legacy for women from my family, you know, my, you know, ancestors' names attached. And it was just perfect. You know, it just made so much sense.
Wow. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
amazing.
okay, I think we are definitely on to something. And I can't wait to come back on your show and tell you the things that went on and have her come on as well so she can talk about, you know, things. She's so smart. You know?
I love it. I would love to have her. I would love to have you. You know, you are welcome anytime. I love it. I think this is amazing. And when you know you in a room and you don't, and when things line up and it's smooth, you know that it's God. You know that it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And everything that you're doing with that, you know that it lined up correctly with the right person at the right time. And I know you have been working on your 501c3 for years. Like we talked about this in 2013. So, you know, I'm so proud of you and happy for you. I mean, that's amazing. And I mean, look at the name.
Yes.
So it didn't happen in your time. It happened in God's time when it was supposed to.
That's right.
So don't feel like it, you know, it was like, you know, it took forever or nothing like that because the timing is everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know.
Do your thing. I love it.
Just look out for the, you know, the shows coming for Forever Golden Films after the game. I'm gonna get my show picked up. So that's gonna be coming out in January Love and you know all these other projects. So
yes,
thank
I
you
love it.
for having me.
No, I thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait to hear all the amazing things you are doing. And you know, come back up here and please let us know what's going on, what the new shows you're gonna be on and all the great things you're doing. Look, she be acting all shy, but look, she heavy though.
Hey, what can I say? No, just kidding.
Look, representing North Carolina. Yeah, we gotta get you up here to dance and do your Michael Jackson impressions.
Oh Lord, your audience is not ready for that, honey. They are not ready. Look, I put
y'all go to her Instagram.
I have been doing that ever since I was a little girl. Now I'm an old woman, and I would still break out and do Michael Jackson.
Exactly. Y'all go to her Instagram. She got some impersonations up there.
Yeah, that's just what I do. Embarrassing.
No, it's not, because you can actually do it. Some people be talking and they say they can do it, but you can actually do it.
And I would do it in 4-inch heels.
Period.
I would do it in 4-inch heels. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Yes. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you guys so much for listening in and watching my YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure you're up here every Wednesday at 9:10 for Women Supporting Women Wednesdays. Thank you so much. Good night. Boo.